It's true, Carlton. If he's really supposed to be this guy's friend, he's really breaking bro code here. What is up, everybody? Only got time for a quick review of today's Beyond the Gates episode from October 28th, 2025. A Tuesday episode today, and a fairly entertaining episode today, I would say. I enjoyed the little argument between Ted and Carlton when Ted walks in to hear that Carlton and Nicole are going on a date. Now, at the start of the episode, it was Carlton and Shanice talking about a big surgery Carlton just had. And then that's when Nicole walked in and they started talking about their little date for the night, which, of course, Shanice loved to get that tea. We know nosy Shanice is always wanting the tea around that hospital. And it was piping hot today, especially when Ted walked in and heard them planning their date. That's when the fireworks really started to go in their little argument. And Ted had a point, at least when it came to Carlton. And I think I said this yesterday, that Carlton is supposed to be Ted's friend, so much so that they're business partners. And Ted made a quip today that Carlton always seemed like he had a crush on Nicole. And now here he is making a move on Nicole. And I think all of these are very good points. It's true, Carlton. If he's really supposed to be this guy's friend, he's really breaking bro code here. So, not a great look for Carlton, but I still did want Nicole and Carlton to explore that relationship because I'm ready for Nicole to move on to the next. But unfortunately, as much as Shanice was enjoying the show out in the hallway, it became increasingly more embarrassing for Nicole with her having to argue with Ted and Carlton arguing about her, that she called off her date with Carlton. So, an unfortunate way for that to end. I don't like the fact that Nicole and Carlton aren't going on the date. I was kind of hoping that they would, but I guess that is not in the cards, at least not yet. We'll see if anything else develops between them there. Now, Kat and Chelsea were meeting up today. Their whole little purse line is doing well. Kat kept looking at the door. She said she was waiting for Samantha, but then decided to tell Chelsea that she really brought them there in hopes that she would run into Izaiah Hawthorne again. Chelsea then asked Kat if she's into Izaiah. Kat says she's not. She's perfectly happy with Tomas. Kat is saying that she just wanted to warn Izaiah again about Eva and that she already did. Seemed like overkill. What's really happening is Kat just cannot mind her business where Eva is concerned. Said this yesterday. Been saying this for months. Kat is obsessed with Eva. And this is what it's looking like here again. Now, Chelsea did make some good points, though, I will say. Chelsea thinking that Kat really just wants payback because Eva and Tomas banged when Tomas and Kat were still in a relationship. And I thought that was a good point by Chelsea. It's a good reason for Kat to want to end things between Eva and Izaiah before they even get started. Kat mostly played it off like that wasn't the case. And the still annoying thing about that is that if Kat had the same energy for Tomas when he's the one that cheated on her, instead of always just having this energy for Eva, I probably would maybe feel slightly better about Kat's obsession with Eva. But since that's not the case, since she is screwing Tomas's brains out and injuring his penis and still wants to just blame Eva for everything, it's hard to get behind. So didn't love the fact that we had to deal with Kat still obsessed with Eva today, wanting to warn Izaiah again when she just did. Now, when they're talking about sex and Kat is just gushing about her sex with Tomas, Samantha overhears them talking with the fact that Kat and Chelsea were talking about how sex strengthens connections and stuff. So Samantha overheard that, and they tried to talk to her about it, telling her that sex needs respect and consent and boundaries. Those are the important parts of sex. But then Samantha rushed off and apparently invited Nathan over to the house to make out on the couch and possibly go further. Now, Martin and Smitty started the episode at Anita and Vernon's for a meal, one of Martin's favorite childhood meals. And, we got some discussions about how Martin and Smitty have worked things out and that they realize their marriage is still a work in progress. We had conversations about how Martin is running for re-election because next year is a re-election year. Not the most riveting stuff happening between them. Still hoping that we get some good news stories for Martin and Smitty. But at the end of the episode, they had left Anita and Vernon's, and so they get home right as it seems like Samantha is about to have sex with Nathan. Now, I liked that Nathan was trying to make sure this is something that Samantha wants and that she has no regrets, and wanted to know why she changed her mind. And she said it's to strengthen their connection because that's what she overheard Kat and Chelsea talking about. And I think that was a good use of the young Samantha hearing her aunt and her, I guess they're both aunts, I don't even know. But sometimes the relations in the Dupree family confuse me. But Kat is definitely her aunt. But I like that they used the young Samantha to overhear that and then use that in the scenes with Nathan later. I also thought that, they had chemistry. We all know it's the joke we told a lot at the beginning of the show that the actress that plays Samantha is probably a little too old to be playing Samantha. She's supposed to be a teenager, but she did good in her scenes with Nathan because obviously she's an experienced person in real life. And I thought her and Nathan had way more chemistry than Kat and Tomas. So it was funny to hear Kat just gushing about the sex with Tomas when the young Samantha has better chemistry with her little high school crush. So don't know what to feel about that where Kat and Tomas are concerned, but I really don't want to see a Kat, Eva, Izaiah love triangle. I really don't think I do. Just not this soon coming off of the Tomas, Eva, Kat love triangle. I don't really know what they have in store there for those two characters, but I don't think a triangle is it. They really ruined that rivalry by bringing in the love triangle. We needed something more creative from the show and we didn't get it, and it's been unfortunate for those two characters. I also enjoyed the scenes between Elon, Jacob, Izaiah. Today we got to see Elon for the first time in a long time. We recapped how Jacob and Elon were having issues because of Jacob seeing Elon with Joey and being suspicious about that, and then Elon not letting him investigate the murder in the park. And while they're having this spat, Jacob is saying he wants to run things the right way, unlike his father. That's when Izaiah interrupts. And as we suspected, or at least I talked about last week, Izaiah and Elon definitely do have issues because of Isaiah's career choice. Elon doesn't like that he's been struggling to find a real job despite getting all this education. Izaiah was giving them shit because apparently Jacob's usually been the favorite. And this is when he got into it with Elon for what he suspects Elon has issues with him because he didn't play a part of Elon's dream like his brother and like his other brother might do, and join the force and become a police officer. Now he tells his father about the job offer he got at Banneker, but when Izaiah says he might not take the job, Elon says, of course, this is the way he always is, just wants to travel the world and not put down any roots. And he and Elon tell each other they haven't changed a bit. So, yeah, we get the tension here with this family. Hopefully it makes Jacob more interesting. Won't make him smarter because he's dumb. He's just dumb. But it gives them a little more issues. It seems like Jacob and his brother get along, though. Elon told Izaiah that before he leaves again, because he's thinking Isaiah's just going to leave again. He needs to go see his mom because she's missed Isaiah. I don't know if we'll be getting Jacob's mom anytime soon, but this seems like a family they want to grow a little more. And then we learn that the fact that Isaiah wasn't going to take the job was because his girl, or I guess someone who might be his ex now, Yolanda, texts him at the end of the episode and tells him to take the job. If he's not going to take the job because of her, he needs to just take the job. And it seems like Isaiah's going to take the job, and Isaiah will be here to stay. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck into an Eva and Kat love triangle too quick. Even worse would be a quad triangle with Tomas added in. I don't know. Just bad thoughts thinking about how bad that can go with the writing on this show sometime. But scenes with Izaiah and Elon today were good. I wish Elon got more screen time, actually. I think he's a good character, and I think the acting for him is good. He really comes off like a police officer. I've said that the whole time. I do think we will be getting some scenes with him tomorrow with Joey, which will probably just annoy me because Grandpa Gangster just does nothing but get on my nerves these days. But overall, pretty entertaining episode outside of the boring Martin and Smitty stuff. And, Kat got on my nerves per usual, but what else is new with that? But a strong episode for Ted, Nicole, Carlton, even if it didn't end up the way I liked it. A strong episode for Samantha, and a strong episode for Izaiah and Elon.